Samsara Equitation. Comfort, pleasure and success. Comfort for the horse, pleasure for the rider and success for the owner. Our aim is not a new one, but with the average age of sport horses being only 5 or 6, with many breeders and trainers struggling, and with over 2 million sport horses in Europe alone, the time is ripe to return to the basics. We are building a new centre, focusing on sport horses, which has at its core the well-being of the horse. A well looked after and happy horse is much more likely to perform to its ability than one that is stressed and or in pain. To achieve this, each horse needs a team of people to support it: breeder, rider, trainer, vet, dentist, farrier, saddle maker, osteopath, nutritionist, horse psychologist and others besides. Our philosophy has been practiced successfully for many decades by Willy Siderak, right at the top level of the sport. Working with top riders such as Jos Lansing, Albert Fahn, Marcus Ehning, Michel Robert, Gert van Brugink and many, many more, Willy showed time and again that horses speak, they do not lie, and if we can just take the time to understand our horse will be happier, healthier and perform better. One such horse was Starsky de Brie. He was a champion 4-year-old at Fontainebleau. He was then sold on to San Patrignano in Italy. He became lame and they tried everything for 4 to 5 years without success. They came across the name of Willy Siderak, who was on TV a lot and had become known across the horse world as someone who could fix so-called difficult problems. In front of 3 or 4 other vets, he diagnosed the problem in 2 minutes, at which the reaction was astonishment and disbelief. So Willy offered a deal. He would treat the horse and train it back to competition for free, so confident was he in what he does. The treatment took 2 months, and over the next 10 months the horse was taken back into competition, where in 15 starts he won 14 times and was second once. The horse was taken back to San Patrignano, where Willy set up a jump 1,70 m by 2 meters and jumped it. Double the fee was happily paid. However, this was the beginning, not the end. The images you see now are just to give you an idea of the state-of-the-art facilities at San Patrignano. Nothing is left to chance. This demonstrates clearly that money is not the key factor in determining people's attitude, but a state of mind. And it is this state of mind we aim to change.
Tipo di cavallo particolare.
Here are the views of Wally Ward, horse owner, US racecourse judge, international equine dental technician and equine therapist.
First of all, I'd like to say that I'm involved with horses about 30 years. I have a stable of 60 horses. I also work for the state of Massachusetts for the Racing Commission. I'm also a blacksmith and also now a equine dental technician. A person who neglects a good saddle, who neglects a good farrier, who neglects a good dentist will not go very far with their animal, because all this works together. And what they forget is that their horse is an athlete. Just like a human being. If you have a marathon runner, he has to have good sneakers to run. Okay? Or you have a baseball player or a football player. He has to have good equipment. Likewise with your horse. Your horse can only perform to the ability that he's comfortable. And if he has problems in the mouth, there's going to be resistance. If he has problems in the back because of a saddle not fitting properly, then there's going to be resistance. Or if there's going to be pain in muscles, like athletes get, and you neglect to have those pains taken care of, meaning hiring a chiropractor to come up to take care of it, to release that stress and those pains, then that individual is not going to go very far with their animal. And many, many good horses have not gone to their highest ability is because the ignorance of the horse owner.
I am a vet and was previously also a farmer, and am currently head of animal health research at the Research Institute for Organic Agriculture in Switzerland. I also work very closely with complementary medicine with regards to keeping animals healthy. Health is defined as a healthy body, physiological health and psychological health together. So good health is only achieved when all three systems are working in harmony together.
Definieren als Gesundheit. Dann heißt, es ist nicht nur unsere Meinung, sondern
it is not only our opinion, but the opinion of the World Health Organization, WHO, that good health for humans is defined as the state of complete physical, psychological and spiritual health, and we can apply that definition to the animal world as well. Or put another way, health is not just the absence of illness and pain, health is more than that.
Vor einem Menschenalter konnten wir in unserem Lande wie seit Jahrtausenden ohne Pferde nicht leben.
Only 3 generations ago, life without horses would have been unimaginable.
Auch heute noch, da die Pferde nur noch
But man and horse were made for each other, even now, when they're mainly just used for recreational purposes. Bridges need to be built, because the wisdom that once grew up surrounding humans and horses living and working together is fading more and more from memory. These values cannot be protected like public monuments. And yet it is crucial to re-establish ancient basic ethical concepts in our thinking and acting today. But what once went without saying must now be explicitly taught and learned. Traits and skills that are ultimately just as important for communicating with humans as they are for communicating with horses.
Die letztlich für den Umgang mit Menschen genauso notwendig sind.
Gerd Heuschmann has been a practicing vet in Germany for over 20 years, specialising in horses. He feels he can no longer hold his tongue, so has decided to dedicate his remaining years to helping people open their eyes to the old wisdom. What you see here has not been staged. This is happening every day in clinics all over the world. For over 2 decades I have myself been involved in this practice, and it has become ever clearer to me that today's mechanised, reckless training methods have a direct connection with a large part of our veterinary work. At the centre of classical equitation theory stands the psychologically and physically undamaged, healthy horse. Where are the responsible vets, judges and officials? It is high time to stop giving in to commercial interests and to return to proven rules and principles. The skeleton you see here comes from the stallion Foxtrot, which I also rode in my younger years. Over the past 10 years, Foxtrot's skeleton has served as a teaching aid at the German riding school, so even beyond his death, he helps to explain classical dressage and biomechanics. In this side view it becomes clear that the body of a horse is constructed like a bridge. The thoracic and lumbar spine of an average-sized saddle horse carries a load of about 250 kilos. This load is then considerably increased by the weight of the rider. How does the horse manage this? The nuchal ligament and the upper neck muscles have the most important biomechanical, load-bearing function. And so it is clearly the rider's responsibility to ensure that this upper neck system is appropriately positioned, putting the back into a positive tension so that the horse can carry the rider without damage. I would recommend to young, ambitious riders, when they're working with their horse and training and preparing for competitions, that they always keep in mind what's best for their horse, because really, in the end, what's best for their horse is going to be what's best for them. Equestrianism is dependent on its public, And so, of course, every single person who goes to an equestrian event has the means of influencing what happens there. I do believe that a change in attitudes in equestrianism is needed, so that we can see more contented horses at tournaments, so that the public can see that dressage is a thing of beauty, that free presentation can be attractive as well, not just force and coercion with unsatisfied horses. That is not what we want to see. That has to change, and that will change. And that is the time at which classical equestrianism begins, which has developed in so many different ways in the course of the history of horses, riding, and mankind. After 15 years running a successful business in Holland with over 10,000 clients and 2,000 horses per year, Willy became disillusioned with how little people were listening to his message, and he sold up and came to France. A severe accident curtailed his plans, and he decided to retire. However, when Stephen Goodridge appeared on holiday at Le Frelou and asked him to train him in what he does, he felt, for the sake of the horses, that he should give it one more go, and thus Samsara Equitation was born.
Thought I'd reach the end, maybe that was then.